guys, how are you? So today the video that I'm going to be doing is kind of like a combined video. So I'm going to be doing a library haul and my Bout of Books 13.0 TBR. I was thinking of like what books am I going to read for the Bout of Books, and this is actually my first kind of like, what is it, readathon, marathon thing. So yeah, I'm really excited to do it, and I was thinking about like books that I have and like books on my shelf. I was like, hold up. You just got all these books from the library. Why don't you just read those? So here we go. The first book I have here is The Once and Future King by T.H. White. I have always wanted to read this book, but I don't know why I just never got around to actually reading it. And Saskia from All Things Bookish and I are going to be buddy reading this book this month. So yeah, so I'm excited to read it, and it's just about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and that whole world. So I just really can't wait to get into it, and that's book one. The next book I have is Wolfblade by Jennifer Fallon. So earlier this year I read The Immortal Prince and I really liked it. So I just want to keep reading more of Jennifer Fallon's books. And I saw this and I was like, must get. So this is book one in a trilogy, and it's this kind of books that I like where it's, you know, court intrigue, princes, queens, and all that kind of stuff. And apparently the main character is trying to restore her family name, and she's trying to allow her son to take the throne or take his rightful place, and she's trying to protect him. So she enlists the help of this dwarf who teaches her these like magical things and teaches her this world of magic, but I think it's kind of like dark magic. So whatever, I'm excited to read it. And the first paragraph, it's like a murder, somebody trying to cover up a murder, and I was like, yes, that's what we need. So I'm going to show you, of course, the map in this book, and hope you can see it. That's the map. I like this map. I actually like Jennifer Fallon's maps in her books. They're usually really nice. The next book I have, I actually started it yesterday and I like it. It's okay. It's The Serpent and the Rose, and this is book one of a trilogy. The trilogy is called The War of the Rose, and it's very interesting. I think it has like a lot of Christian influences in it. Basically what's happening is a couple of years ago, a long time ago, there was a young god who trapped this serpent. So along with his followers, they were able to trap this serpent and imprison him. And there are the Knights of the Rose and the Ladies of the Isles who basically protect the world against this enemy and gets this enemy from getting out and all this kind of stuff. So there are different orders within their system, and their basic job of everyone is to protect the world from this evil. But of course there are people who would like to set the serpent free and bring this evil onto the world. There's a magic system in this book, and the way the magic system is based off of glass. I don't really understand it too much because, like I said, I just started it. So I think basically you can use glass to wield magic in some way. And one of the characters, this young boy, he has like these innate abilities. He's like innately a mage and his mother never had any glass in the house, took away all the glass because she didn't want him to use his powers or do anything like that. But now he's kind of run away with the Knights of the Rose, and then the story is taking off from there. Of course, there's an evil king that is on the dark side, and he's trying to stop the Duke and the Prince and the Duke's daughter. You know, the normal kind of stuff that I like. So I'm going to show you, of course, the map, and I like this map. It's nice too. Can you see it? I hope so. The next book I have is The Arithmetist by Brandon Sanderson. So I joined a fantasy book thingamajig on Goodreads, and this is one of the books that they're reading this month. I think they're also reading Half a World, but I didn't read Half a King, so yeah. And I think that in this world their whole magic system is based off of chalk, and so you draw these particular lines or whatever, and you create these images, or you create basically these spells and stuff like that. And I think there's like a school for all this where they go to a school to learn this and to like you know, control their powers and stuff. There is a map here, but you know, the library acts up sometimes so you can't really see it clearly, but it's kind of like the United States Reborn. And these are the, I don't know if you can see it, but the lines of like the spells and everything. So I thought that was interesting. I probably will like it, you know, and I think this is only going to take 2 seconds to read. And I'm supposed to be reading a classic a month, which has been epic fail up until this point, but I'm still hoping. So I got 2 classics from the library. The first one I have is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. So this book basically, it's fun and cute so far. It's supposed to be gothic romance, but I haven't really gotten to the gothic-esque part yet. It's just about this young girl who goes with her neighbors on vacay, kind of, sort of, and it's just about tea parties every day and hot guys, and it's just cute. It's just like the classics, you know what I mean? So I like it so far. And the next classic I have is Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. So I think what happens here is Mrs. Dalloway is planning a party. As she's planning the party, it's kind of last minute, things are rushed. And as she's doing it, she is looking at her life and looking at like past situations, past memories and stuff like that. And I think it's probably going to make me cry. So I am really excited to read it. Now, realistically, I think I'm going to read all of these books in a week. Like, that would be really cool, but I think that's like slightly setting myself up, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't think I would read all of these books. I think that I would at least finish these 4. So The Serpent and the Rose, The Arithmetist, Northanger Abbey, and Mrs. Dalloway, and hopefully I will be able to start one of these. So yeah, but to finish them, especially since this is my first readathon thingamajig marathon thingy. Yeah, if you guys are taking place in the Bout of books thingamajig, can you tell me what books you plan on reading, how many you plan on reading? I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and that your life is beautifully amazing.